just had the idea that maybe this is how I should do all my videos, just directed at a particular person, and it'll probably be better. Anyway, so this is for you, Jayna, to explain what I call the third relationship, uh, the thing which gives rise to the third thing. So, um, to start with, it's neither nor thing. These two things are neither. The first two things, male, female, light, dark, whatever, are neither touching nor not touching. And it's like um, one is always running away from the other without ever getting any further away. So this is what it looks like. Um, so um, these two loops, I call it the cornerstone, the shape, like a circle with the right angle corner. And I imagine these being made of metal, or that's the easiest way anyway, and having a charge, um, like a like charge, like positive on positive or negative on negative. And and the way that they're shaped that way because of the way the magnetic or the way the fields have to be. Um, I think that what I'm trying to say is electrical charge, not magnetic charge. So I should figure that out. But anyway, so the way they're shaped like that is because of the field needs to be diminishing. Um, so they can't separate from each other. Um, Importantly, I didn't learn this right away, and I had to go back and learn it. Um, One of them has to be stationary. In this picture, the female one uh, is like locked in that orientation. Is like um, stuck and steady there. Um, but the other one, the male one here. Oh, and by the way, it was just an accident when I was drawing them that one was smaller than the other, but it actually works well with the male female thing because like the male is like the sperm, like the one that can move and is smaller and is the active principle or whatever. So, uh, which I think is funny. I think my action is like the female one or something. I like. I guess me being gay. I don't know. I don't want to get sidetracked. So, um, okay. So what what I noticed was that there are two possible resting states um, for the system, um, and it's like the female is stuck in that vertical orientation, but the male can flip up and down, like go up like that. So it can either be how it's drawn, like resting, um, just with the force of gravity, if you imagine there being gravity in this thing, or it can be up. So either way, it's not touching the female uh, one. Um, but so, and because the metal, the loops are, because they're thicker, at the bottom there's more repulsive force, so it would come to rest at a right angle. So if there's a female, like this would be the male. Um, but if it's the other one, since it's big on small, then it would come to rest at like a uh, a higher angle, and I think that the so I think the first angle like this is 90 degrees. I think the next one is 120, um, which is not really relevant to you, but it's true, so I'm saying it. Um, so that's the basic gist of it. Um, but and I guess it's worth pointing out to you, since you're especially interested in the gender aspect of it, um, that I realized that, or I realize now that, excuse me, the burp. I've been in assigning female with light and male with dark, um, is is opposite. Okay, I'm getting confused. I'm thinking about dominance now, and um, I guess the reason. Okay, yeah, this is what it is. I said light and dark because the light was bigger and the dark was smaller. Um, even though I don't, I don't want to say something that'll be wrong, so I'm just to, gonna stop talking about that. So, okay, so oscillating between those two states, you get a wave, like a sine wave. Um, but then, so basically, you just compress the wave until there's an emergent wave, like a subwave of the other going in the opposite direction. So you start with a sine wave, um, you compress time and get it to be like that, so it's like touching itself as it moves along, and then you compress it even further to where like there's eventually like no in the limit there's no break. um, like this is a solid line. Like I drew these lines here to show like I'm trying to say like you compress it so much that like it's just like like what like a continual um, sound or uh, continual wavefront. And so if the first wave was going, um, I'm so easily confused by the mirror image on the screen in the camera versus my what I'm holding. I always point the wrong way. So if this is going that way, then fuck, I did it again. Then the wave on top of the wave, which is the like that would be like the essence of the third thing, is going in the other direction. So the wave is still going. The wave is still going this way, but like the subwave, which is the superposition of the two things, the male and female, or uh, yeah, um, is uh, is going the other direction. Um, so it's like an electrical current, like the difference between positive and negative current. So um, I think that's all I got. It causes me to revise the advice I gave you. I I told you to choose light and unmarked, and I think um, I was wrong about that. But there was but my intuition was, or I was right at another level. Basically, what I'm trying to say is that previously, in saying that, to choose the light, um, I was okay. Okay, the point is just that like the light slash the female is the one that has to be stationary. So you have to choose that in the sense of like come to rest in it. But you, since you're the third thing, since you're trying to get to the third thing, get to the essence of the third thing, you have to be the whole system. You have to be both the light and the dark, with the female and the male. Um, be the whole system. Um, be the whole system, but don't ever slip up on holding the light female one stationary. So now I see that. Um, so that it was important to put light and female on the same side, as and then male and dark on the other side, because that's how it is that between these things. So that's all. Good luck. Bye.